Turn me up. Okay, yeah, we good. Hey, it's your boys. We back again. Me, yours truly, Stanley.
Hey, man, your boy Big.tow. We in the building, man. Say yes, sir. Yes, sir. We here. Surprise. I'm surprised.
That was a surprise right there, y'all. We here,
yes,
man.
Sir. Yes,
Got
sir.
the episode starting off, the pod starting off. We're going to have y'all, man, we're going to take y'all on a great journey throughout this whole year, throughout the just life, sports, what we do, talking smack, cracking jokes.
For sure.
Talking about different tournaments and stuff. Maybe even see us at a couple tournaments.
Oh, you gonna see us for sure.
Yep.
We in the gym.
You already know it.
Definitely.
Man, let's go ahead. Let's get started here, man. Let's talk about what we gotta talk about in the pod today, man. We gotta intro ourselves. We gotta talk about.
Yeah.
So you go ahead. You intro them first, cause I can cause my story kind of segues. Or you want me to go?
I go.
Yeah.
So what's going on, everybody? If you don't know me, my name is Big.tow. Some may know me, CJ Jackson.
Not Toe, not TOE.
Yeah, TOW, like your repo man told your car. Pay your bills.
Yeah,
man. Originally from Houston, Texas. I came up here to Evangel in 2015. Coach Todd Drury came all the way down and sat on my mama's couch and said, "Hey, I want this kid to come play football for us." And that's what I decided to do. That's what brought me to Springfield. Darren majored in film and broadcast, so for what y'all seeing me do now, that's actually what I majored in college. Funny enough, that's where I first met Stan. So that's how our relationship started. So what led us here today? I know people always like, how y'all end up meeting each other? That's how we met each other. Mm-hmm. He was an assistant coach at Evangel at the time, and I ended up linking in with him. He gave me knowledge from day one. So. But just been in the media game heavily since 2017.
Yeah.
And just been trying to put the Southwest Missouri area on as much as I can, and that's my story.
Yeah. And I'll go into my story because mine goes a little bit in his sort of the middle path of mine. So Stanley, so I came out here from Los Angeles, California, went to Central Bible College out here. So I came out here back in 07, 08, in that range. I got injured when I was in college. Then I started training kids and started coaching right when I was in college. So I had AAU teams during my junior year in college. So I was coaching AAU tournaments, putting kids in. Back then, see, now I'm going to go with some history here for Southwest Missouri. See, back then, we didn't have the field house and we didn't have Stratford. We had the courts. So I was putting my teams over in the courts over there off of Kearney on that side of the town. And then once I got done with doing all that, I started coaching at Baptist Bible College. I was a top assistant there on the men's team. And then they wanted me to step up and start the girls program. So that was my very, very first time coaching girls basketball. So I had to jump in, coach girls basketball there. Got done with my time over at Baptist Bible College, then went over to Evangel, where I was with Coach Jay and Coach Gauze, and then Bert, who's now the head coach over there. Salute to you, my guy.
Coach Capel, the GOAT.
Yes. And during that time, the funny thing how I bumped in his story was this. So we was after practice. And I see someone with a film with a camcorder, and he's in the gym recording someone. They're doing a couple dunks and stuff. Was it Edriel you recording?
I think so, yeah.
I think it was Edriel, yeah. Shout out, E. So he was recording Edriel. And if y'all don't know, Edriel, he can get in the air and go. Like,
for sure.
For a little guy, dude can get in the air and go between the legs, windmill, all that stuff. So I see him in the gym recording him. I'm like, man, what you doing over here? And he's like, man, I'm just recording. I think, was you recording for your class, doing a project for your class at first or something?
Yeah, like it was like a project for it was a project for my class, yeah.
Yeah, so he was doing a project for his class, and I'm talking with him and stuff, and I'm like, man, and I seen the video of it, like Edriel and all the guys on the team, they showed me the video. I said, dang, this dude's pretty. I was like, this is pretty good. And I started talking with him. I was like, dude, you should start doing this maybe if you haven't started doing it. I think you had told me were you already started for football or something like that?
Well, so I had started doing it like for football a little bit, but that was like still this at Evangel. Hadn't really got off campus yet.
Yeah, see? And then he started doing that for football. And then eventually I started to see him. I followed him on social media. Then I started to see you like posting highlights of the football. Then I think you started posting highlights of basketball because you started doing the media for basketball, right?
Yeah.
So now Steven started doing the media for basketball, and I'm over here watching. I'm like, dang, this dude is slick with the camera and the edits. Like, this is doing really, really good. And he kept doing it, and then to where he is now, I was like, man, like, it was so cool for me. I got to get a front seat of where
For sure.
he started from the bottom and just kept working his way all the way to the top of it. Yeah.
Very first video type vibes.
I know.
For
Damn,
sure.
that's crazy. That's been
wild.
years, man.
Years, bro. Years, no doubt.
Oh, here we go. First topic we get to talk about. We get to introduce and talk about. We get to talk about Southwest Missouri life out here. Southwest Missouri life.
Yeah.
Sports life out here. You know, of course, throughout the years I've been out here, man, Southwest Missouri has been known for having some pretty decent athletes, good basketball teams at the high school prep level, have some good coaches out here.
For sure.
So give me what do you looking for this year for Southwest Missouri?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are you looking at?
So this year is going to be another interesting year.
Okay.
And when I'm talking about the Class 6 and Class 5 area. Class 6, Class 6, Class 5, because I'm in the Springfield area. Not that I'm saying I don't show love to my Class 4 and under, because Class 4 is still like Rogersville, Bolivar, like them schools. Springfield Catholic may be in there. You never know, depending on the multiplier where they at. So Class 4 a little bit, but like Class 3, 2, and 1, I try to show y'all love as much as I can. Y'all know I love y'all. But just in my immediate area, Class 6, Class 5 is where I'm at. Yep. Last year was very interesting, man. I think every year I feel like we had that juggernaut team. Even the year before last, we had Central. They were like, they were amazing. I mean, Tyree Brooks, Keon Epps, Blake, all them guys, just what they put together that year, going to state, amazing. Obviously, Parkview, what Jack's doing over there, amazing.
And they graduated quite a few from last year.
They did. So, and then Kickapoo, I think Kickapoo is, on paper, people going to use my words, but on paper, I think Kickapoo is coming back with the strongest team. I think Reese Creamery is hungry, senior year. Elijah Neighbors, them guys coming to get it. Vinny, them guys coming to get it this year. Now, I'm not saying they my favorite. I just, on paper, I think starting off until we see what plays out on the court, I think they're going to be the best team. And come on, man, Mitch McHenry, my Crusader alum.
Coach.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That boy like the Coach K of the area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That boy's tough. But to me, and stay with Class 6, you never know what Knicks is going to bring, but you never know what
they graduated a lot from last year, too.
They did. I mean, the Combs the Combs era continued last year.
And they graduated Kevon, Bryce.
They graduated a lot, but that's the thing about Knicks, you know they're going to put together something great. Coach Blance is going to come together with a squad that's going to be ready to compete.
Agreed.
You ain't got to worry about that, right?
Yep.
So, but for me personally, I think Class 5 is going to be the most exciting class this year. I think Class 5 is going to be the most exciting class. Because, one, people think that Keon and Bryce over at Central, they graduate. Well, I mean, Jordan Pittman, Devin.
Yeah, they graduated a lot.
They graduated a lot, but that team is coming back with a bunch of hungry guys. They went from having the big names to now a bunch of names that I know, but the city may not know that well.
Yep.
But they're going to be hungry. You also got Parkview. They're kind of going to be in the same boat, but they got some guys that really can fill up the bucket over there. And they're going to guard. You can't play for Jack Simpson if you don't guard and rebound. You already know that.
They graduated quite a few. Actually, they graduated who? They graduated Desaya, Elijah, and Carlitos, right?
Yeah, they had a big,
so they're reloading too, just like Nixon.
Snake left. Yeah, they three-headed snake left. But then I think Hillcrest is now winning ready. I think I don't want to be disrespectful to Coach Fielder, because I think another Crusader alum, shout out my boy Coach Fielder. I don't want to be disrespectful to that team last year. I think they were still just trying to figure it out, right?
Young.
I think young. I think Kyrie's going into his junior year. We'll talk about names more later, right?
Yeah.
But I think that team is now winning ready, and I think that's why Class 5 is going to be a toss-up. Because even last year, right, everybody in the city thought that Central would have beat Webb City in that district championship game, or the district semifinal game. And we all thought it was going to be Parkview versus Central. And we all got that alert on our phone, and we was shocked. I know the whole city was shocked just like me. I couldn't believe it. So I think Class 5 is going to be the toughest battle. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what Glendale does in Class 6 again this year. I mean, we'll talk about names later. Joel, he is a beast. So
yeah, Glendale got a lot to prove too, because Glendale didn't do a lot last year. So it's like, well, actually, yeah, they did. No, they did. They had a decent.
Yeah, I mean, they fell short to Republic. I want to say in the district opener.
Yeah.
So, but I think they coming back with more. Obviously, Republic losing Brindley is gonna hurt, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure what they're gonna bring to the table. But I know they're gonna be probably competitive as well. So I mean,
Brown's gonna have them ready to play
for sure.
Tim can coach. He's
Yeah.
tough minded. You know they're gonna be strong on defense. They're gonna run their offense really strong, really solid. They're gonna be disciplined, of course.
Yeah.
So Republic's gonna be in there for Class 6 as well. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So that's just what I see for Class 6, Class 5. I mean, honestly, when they get to Class 4, I think about Rogersville.
Yeah.
It's just who's going to be able to compete in that district. Who can give them a fight? Who can push them a little bit? Right. That's a tough team to play against. So I'm excited to see them at the TLC this year too. Very excited to see them at the TLC this year.
Yeah, we didn't even.
Yeah.
That's gonna be good when we get to
Yeah.
preview the TLC
Yeah,
field and
for
everything.
sure.
When they release the, because they already released the teams, but when they release the matchups,
Yeah.
we'll be able to have our own brackets and go
Yeah.
against each other and see
Yeah.
whose bracket's gonna
I
win.
could
on
I
that
could
one.
spoil it because I get an early access to
Oh
the bracket.
yeah, you do. Damn.
I get an early. I ain't gonna do. Josh and Jason, you ain't gotta worry. I ain't gonna spoil nothing, but I could spoil it if I wanted to. But I ain't gonna do that, man. But
Okay, I ain't mad at that, but
Yeah.
yeah, we so that's the deal. Then we got see who when they release the brackets. You and I going battling.
For sure.
We gonna have our brackets side by side on this podcast here,
sure.
and we gonna see who wins.
Definitely,
off of that
definitely.
one. That's gonna be a good one.
Definitely. But yeah, to close that up, man, I think this year is gonna be very interesting. A lot of guys gonna make a name for themselves. I didn't even bring up Ozark in there.
I was just about to bring
you
them
know
up.
what I'm saying?
Let
Like-
me go. How to do it? Then.
Go ahead,
I was gonna
yeah.
bring it up. That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, sleeper for me going into the year is gonna be Ozark. I think Ozark. I think it'd be first and foremost. It'd be let's say another Evangel alum, Jamie.
Coach
What's
Donnelly.
up?
What's up,
Coach
baby?
Donnelly.
Yeah, you alone, baby.
It's gonna be his second year coaching.
Second year over
so
there.
second year coaching from him. I think that he's gonna learn from. I think he's gonna learn from because every coach makes like rookie mistakes at times.
sure.
Like that's just the bottom line. We're in the coaching profession. Like you're gonna make mistakes, but you're also gonna be able to go back and learn from it. I think Coach Jamie's gonna do really good as far as like figuring out his team a little bit more.
For sure.
I think also too, Kylan Rising Jr. I
Yeah.
think he's gonna have. He already had a really good sophomore
sure.
year, but I think he's gonna have another good year where it's gonna show him can he actually lead a team too as well. So I think I think Ozark's gonna be my sleeper pick. I think that they're gonna
Yeah.
be. I think they're just gonna come up from right there and just kind of upset a couple teams.
I agree with you on that Donnelly thing. I think last year, obviously he coming from Kicker-Proof, very successful.
Yep.
Right. I could be speaking out of terms, but when I watched them, they won some pretty good games. Like they won at Parkview. That was a very tough game. I was at that game. It was an up and down year. It was an inconsistent year. I think Coach Donnelly would say that. I haven't talked to him personally about last year. But I would question, was it a buy-in situation from all of the guys? Because, I don't want to think that because they did play hard.
Yeah.
But maybe they didn't fully buy into the system with that being a new coach. Because I've been there. My senior year baseball, high school season, like I got a new coach and I was a little hurt that I lost my head coach, And it wasn't nothing personal about the new guy. Like I just was a little hurt, you know what I'm saying? And it was just my last year and it's like, it's tough to buy into a new system like that just for 1 year, you know what I'm saying? So I think this year we'll see Donnelly's been there for 2 years. He a tough coach to play for too. Now I won't say tough coach to play for. He holds his guys accountable at a high level.
I agree.
So excuse me,
100%.
let me fix my words. Don't clip that social media. Don't clip that chat.
You're right.
Yeah, he holds guys accountable at a high
agree.
level. You know what I'm saying? And I love that about coach. That's what guys need to be coached like that. Because that's how you gonna get coached at the next level. We ain't got to get into that rant, but you know what I'm saying? You feel me? So I love what Coach Donnelly's doing over there for sure.
Yeah, that was gonna be my sleeper pick. I was gonna take them, and then if I had to think about another team around in the area that can like make noise or improve, you know who I think? Here goes one for you. I think a team that we should look out for, and I know a player that we can look out for too. Now I have two of them now. During it, so we'll go to players in a second. But I say one more team if I had to pick another team.
Okay.
I think Willard's gonna be pretty decent.
You forget about Willard.
I'm gonna
That's
be honest with you.
disrespectful. How could I?
And
Nehemiah. Oh,
I think
man.
Willard's gonna be decent this year, man. In their class, they're class 5, right?
The Huskinson brothers, yeah, class 5. So they're
another
gonna be in that class 5
yeah.
district. Yeah. Yeah.
So if I had to say, like, those would be the two teams I would look out for. It would be Ozark and Willard. I think for some reason I just have a sneaky feeling that they're gonna.
I agree. And see, this. Forgive me, y'all, because this preseason.
Yeah.
So I seen everybody in the summer, and Willard, I was blessed enough to see at Parkview runs. I think Nehemiah is really
go.
good. The
shoot
Huskinson,
it.
the older Huskinson, I think it's JJ.
JJ, yep, you got it.
He is he's coming into himself.
Yep.
Like he got that long KD-ish game, can knock down the three, can get to the rim anytime he want, rebound, run the floor, like tall guard type deal. They scary, and they gonna play hard.
Let's go since we talk about. Let's go right into Let's go into the names then, because it's gonna be good here. All right, so here we go, y'all. So the next part we're gonna talk about. So we talked about the teams. We had them all down in here. As you heard, Toe say he got class 5 in there. That's gonna be running. That's gonna be gunning over there. So that's gonna be good to see. So now we get to talk about the names and some players around the area that we're like looking forward to watching. We think they're gonna be pretty good. So I'll let you go first, because I know you got a couple, and we got a whole lot to talk about. But go ahead.
Well, let's go name for name.
Name for name. All right.
The first one off the list. I'm pretty sure everybody can guess this one. It's gonna be Chase Brenham.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Chase Brenham.
Yeah.
Our diaper dandy of the area. Well, diaper dandy means young guy, but I know he's gonna be a big time guy when he gets to college.
He's gonna be a junior. Yeah.
It's just I've been blessed to see him since 8th grade.
Yep.
Seeing him very young, and he was very poised then. I think that's the most impressive part about his game is just how poised he is.
He doesn't get rattled.
He does not get rattled at all. He plays at his pace.
Yep.
He can create space and knock down open shots. He can knock down contested shots.
Yep.
And his playmaking, right? Like when the ball is in his hand, good things are gonna happen on the floor. Like he's one of those guys. And what I think the reason why, because people ask the question all the time, and I ain't saying no names. It ain't no names to give, but people just ask, why is he getting the looks he's getting? Because they just don't see it, right? Because look. Because sometimes people want to see in the modern day game, right? People want to see like the James Harden, like the ISO game, and he does have that in his bag.
He does, yeah.
But his playmaking ability is so high that he could be surrounded. I'm pretty sure Chase can go to the YMCA and play with a bunch of 40-year-old dudes that ain't played since high school and make them look good. Like that's the level of playback he has.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna lie, his work ethic is just out this world. This dude is always in the gym.
He's a gym rat.
You know what I'm saying? Gym rat. Like his gym rat will be on Hall of Fame for sure.
Yeah.
Like no doubt about it. So if you don't know, like this past summer he played with Rum GMC out there in KC.
He got invited to. Oh, he played along. You about to say he got to play along with who? Go ahead.
Played along with KP on Colin Pickering on that. We'll talk about him later. But like you were talking about, he got invited to go ahead.
Got invited to Steph Curry camp, won MVP over there, which is amazing.
Huge.
Got a bunch of Curry brand gear, I'm pretty sure. Go ahead.
Huge.
Man, I need a medium. Like, come on. Like, man.
I'm sure he got geared out. I'm always jealous too, because like I wasn't a big time guy and I really didn't go to camps like that. But they always post that picture of the bed layout when they get to the hotel.
And the backpack and the socks. And all
bro,
the
they be dripped out, bro.
And then also too, we forget. Also he we didn't forget, but got invited to Team USA camp as well.
Huge.
That's I
want to say that's October. It's in October. I want to say like maybe the 19th-ish, somewhere around there.
And that's one thing is like, man, like let's make sure, man, sending prayers out to him that he does well, man, represents the area very well, because the better he does, the better our area looks, because that's just, he's a part of our area.
Yeah.
Now, I'll go to a part on Chase we haven't talked about that I think that's going to be really key.
What's that?
So, last year in the blue and gold, who did they play in the championship?
They played Kickapoo.
And what happened?
He was very passive in the first half. That's all I would. They lost.
They lost.
They lost.
So, and I know this year blue and gold's coming back up
for sure.
We probably gonna be up there.
Guarantee I'm gonna be up there.
I'm looking to see how they rebound from that. I want to see, you know what I mean? Because like I'm real big on like intangibles and like having a chip on your shoulder. I'm pretty sure that's probably a chip on his shoulder. Like, man, you know, they made it to the state championship last year, right?
They did, yeah.
But I'm pretty sure they probably want to get that blue and gold as well. So I was like, I'm definitely looking towards the blue and gold and seeing like, man, they're gonna be able to rebound and just seeing how well they're gonna do from right there as well. That's gonna be a good one.
No, it's gonna be exciting. I'm excited to see how they rebound too, because that was a highly anticipated matchup, and you know we'll hopefully see that again.
Here we go. So you went Chase on that one. So I go back on this one then. So I've been seeing this kid since 8th grade.
Yeah.
7th grade, I heard about him.
Really?
One of my guys told me about him, but I've been seeing him since the 8th grade.
Yeah.
And when I mean bucket, gives it to you however you want on the
sure,
court,
for sure.
post up,
Behind
dribble,
the back,
pull up,
yeah.
catch and shoot, cross you over, get
Yeah.
to the rim, get to the free throw line, shoot at a high percentage, and a
Yeah.
winner. Ethan Brown is a bucket, as a
killer.
walking bucket.
Killer.
A killer.
Yeah.
Like, just committed to what? Illinois?
Big time. Big 10.
Man, salute to you, man.
Power
Shoot.
5. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's huge.
What you think about Ethan Brown game?
I
man?
love Ethan Brown game. I don't get to see him a lot, obviously, out there in Raleigh. Luckily,
Yep.
they come down to the Republic tournament. I think hopefully they come in this year. I got to look at their schedule.
Ooh, yeah, you're right.
They
should
come
be
down at the Republic tournament every year, and I seen him those all 3 of those days. You right, man. He can knock down the 3 at a high level. He gets to his spots, right? That's another guy that you won't watch dribble the air out the ball like people want to see, but he can score like 40 on 10 dribbles. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's one of those guys.
Just plays the right way. Doesn't force anything. Like, everything just, it seems like the buckets just come to him so natural.
Yeah.
Like, he can pass the ball. He'll move, backdoor.
Yeah.
He'll come off a screen, pop, catch, and shoot.
Yeah.
Like, nothing is forced.
Yeah, for sure. Another guy, he had a really big summer. I don't want to get his team name wrong, but I know he was on the New Balance summer. He was on the New Balance circuit this year. But I seen
Is it Gateway?
Gateway
Nights.
Gateway Nights.
Nights,
Yeah.
yep.
So they were on the New Balance circuit this year. Had a really good summer. I mean, New Balance is really pushing his name a lot. And that's good when you on the circuit. You want to be a marketable guy.
Yeah.
That shows a lot to these universities. They want marketable guys, right? Like,
Yeah.
especially in the NIL world and all that good stuff.
They want to buy your jersey and
For
stuff.
sure,
Yeah.
for sure. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so it looked like he had a really good summer again this year. I'm excited. Hopefully, I don't get to see him much, but I promise, the times this young man is in Springfield or close, that's a ticket you want to go buy.
Yes,
I promise.
100%.
I promise that's a ticket. You want to make sure you see this young man before he graduates.
I agree with you.
Yeah, 100%.
Who's the
All right, so this next young man going into his senior year now, a young man I'm really, really proud of, man, because it's not easy coming to high school with a lot of expectations and living up to those expectations. But that's Reese Kimry out of Kickapoo, man.
Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. All
Reese
right.
Kimry, man,
Lefty.
very smooth. Like I already talked about with Kickapoo, I think he is going to come out hungry along with his guys because if I'm not mistaken, okay, he got it his freshman year. He made it to district and they won state. Unfortunately, that's when they beat Cal. Fortunately, that's the year I was doing the documentary. So Stan was on the staff. My bad.
Yeah, damn.
My bad. So that's the year. But I'm thinking about, as a collective, they haven't won a district title. They lost to Central, and then last year they lost to Nixon.
No, they did.
Well, they freshman year. Reese's freshman year, he was the only person really on that team. But that whole crew, Rubido, Neighbors,
His
Vinny,
sophomore year, they went to the
well, they went to the district final. They lost to Central. That's the year Central went to state. Right? Then last year, Combs hit a game winner. Combs had the revenge scale. He had the revenge scale. And so they lost. I'm not laughing at the loss. I'm just laughing
because of my face.
I brought up my man because that was a terrible day. All right, that was, and the only reason why I'm very unbiased, y'all. I want y'all to know I'm unbiased. But I was doing the documentary for Nixon. I felt like you could say I was dang near a part of the team that year.
Yeah,
like I was at practices all the time. Like I was dang near honorary coach that year. So that hurt to lose that game.
Yeah,
especially like we're not gonna deep dive on this, but lose it and you didn't play your best. Like it was one of them just random nights that we just had a bad night, and they still only lost by like 4 or 5.
Yeah, we lost by 4 or
like
5.
It was still a competitive game. You know what I'm saying? But that's another conversation for another day.
Yeah.
Reese Kimry had another great summer on the Puma circuit. Was out there with the boys in Columbia, MPJ.
Yep.
Just
prototypical point guard, runs the team really good at Kickapoo, moves the ball, comes off of ball screens, really solid, lefty, knock down the jumper. Man, hell, let me see. He had a game winner against us at their place the second year after it too. So yeah, see, like I'm on the opposite end of that, man.
That's crazy.
But no, he's tough down the clutch.
Yeah.
Plays good defense as well.
Yeah.
Takes charges for the team. Like if you had to pick like a prototypical point guard for your team to run your team, you probably pick Reese. Like,
I think
prototypical
100%.
point guard gets everybody involved, doesn't force a bunch of shots. Every now and then you like, damn, I want you to go off and put about like 30, but he's comfortable at putting up like 19 to 20 a game and then having about maybe 9 or 10 assists with it too, and getting the win.
Yeah.
And I think another part of this work looks underlooked about his game is the fact of he runs Coach McHenry's offense, and running a team for Coach McHenry is not easy.
That's trusted hands right there.
Yeah.
Like if you earn that trust, you know he's a college level point guard.
Yep.
Like 100%, right?
Yep, agreed.
I just want to bring up some of his recent offers because he's been pulling them in. Northwestern Missouri State, he got that June 13th.
Yeah.
Well, at least this one he posted it on social media. June 18th, he got MSU Denver.
Yeah.
July 22nd, he got Missouri Southern right down the street. Another one down the street was July 30th. He got SBU. And then obviously, literally down the street was August 28th. He got Drury, and his last one he just got 4 days ago was CMU. So he's been pulling them in. Obviously, the local schools are showing him respect.
Yeah.
The question is he going to do enough to get to that next realm of offers, which this is another conversation with the portal. I think that's where he probably want to be at. That's where you want to be. Because just the way the portal, we ain't got to stay on this long.
Okay.
But I think that's where you like we perfect example is Braden Shorter and Tyreek. Braden, they both went the mid major
Played
route.
really, really good at Division
D2. They went
played really good at D2. Yeah. What's his name? Shorter went to Washburn, and then Reek went to
Missouri Southern.
Yeah.
And they put on, and now they at the mid major level.
Yep.
That's what you want to do. If you asking me, I think that's if you in that window, unless you are like the Cooper Flags, you know you elite, right? You know you can walk in and start as a freshman.
Yep.
If you want to play right away, I think that's the way to go. D2, go ahead and ball. If you want to get out of there,
get that year up under your belt.
Get that year because people ask me this. Some people ask me this who will say, "Well, I thought you said Braden Shorter and Tyreek wasn't." That caliber of player coming out of high school.
No, they weren't. They developed into it.
Those are two different players now.
Yeah, two different players. Like
exactly.
I say this right now. So looking at Tyreek and then looking at Braden, I know the thing with Braden was it's like, man, he's a catch and shoot shooter, but can he create a little bit more? Can he keep being efficient? And he showed that after 1 year on Division II. And then with Tyreek, man, he's an athlete. Can he score 15 to 16, 17 points a game? He did that and was knocking down threes, raised his 3-point percentage. Konzo saw it, grabbed him up over there at MSU. So it's like, you're right. Like, they're not that player. They're not a Division I. Like, there's no offense to them. Mm-hmm. You can be a really, really good player and not be Division I right off the bat. You can go into Division II and then raise your game up after 1 year there. If you're doing your work, you're developing, doing your strength and conditioning, eating right, stretching, lifting weights, getting your shots up. Like, you can develop into a Division I player after a year of Division II. Like, I don't think that's a slight.
No, at all, especially the way the mid-major game is right now. It's either guys going out or guys coming back in to prove something.
Yeah, that's
right. Like that mid-major window is huge of this really, really good talent. Now, and even back then, it was really, really good talent, but that talent wasn't trying to leave.
No.
So it was you could go be a freshman there and know I'm not going to play, and it could be okay. Versus now, you can try to go above, like, and you could get offered from that school. Yeah. Right, but they telling you like, hey, you're gonna come here and sit down a little bit and develop. Mm-hmm. You can keep developing, but they can keep bringing in a guy that's ready to go right away. You know what I'm saying? It's like that could be a tough issue to be in. Yeah. You know, so I think you're gonna end up transferring anyway. So you might as well go somewhere, play that solid year, show you can be a winner, show you can be a high level college athlete, and then get up out of there. And I'm not saying this is Reese's story. I haven't talked to Reese on what he want to do. Reese could want to stay at wherever school he picks.
So be his choice
for 4 years, and that's great too, right? We seen pros come out of that D2.
You just bring it up for just the overall general
consistency. Overall mindset.
Yeah, that's smart. I agree with you on the Reese one. Let's see. We got another one. Obviously, we talked about Kyron Pickering. We talked about him, and then we got another one. So real quick on Kyron, he's another bucket guy, number 33 for Ozark. He's going to be his junior now, right?
Going his junior year.
So we talked about him earlier. Definitely want to see how he's going to come back this upcoming season with Jamie's second year. We got Kyron Pickering. He's going to be tough as well. He can shoot it. He's athletic too. I've been seeing him dunking a lot more lately. So
that boy they've been in the gym with Dion, man. He been getting them right. For sure.
Yeah. And then who else we got? We could talk about a couple more, and then we go to our sleeper picks.
The next one I got, I labeled this young man in the summer, and I got some mad faces for this. Kyrie's over at Hillcrest.
Yeah.
I labeled him the best pure scorer in the city.
See, okay, you said the city, so that's just Springfield then, right?
I think I said Southwest Missouri.
Now, I give you pushback on that one because.
Who do you think the best pure? And this is what I mean, but when I say pure score.
Okay, go ahead. Talk to me.
It's not anywhere on the floor he can't get to. So he can get to his mid range off the dribble. He can score off the dribble from 3-point. He can create his own shot. He can knock down an open jumper.
Okay, he can.
That's what I mean by I think he is a pure scorer. Now, people saw that and thought I meant he's the best player in Southwest Missouri. I don't think that, but in that category, I think that's me personally.
I'm not mad at that.
Pure scorer. Who you got?
Who I got? The person we let off. We let
Chase?
off talk about.
Think Chase is the best pure scorer?
No, I was going Ethan, the senior.
Oh, Ethan Brown.
Ethan Brown.
Okay.
Well, here's the difference is this. And I like Kyrese's game. I think
sure.
he's shifty. He gets buckets. I believe he's going to his junior year right now.
He's going to his junior year too.
He already has over 1,000 points.
That junior class is crazy.
I know that junior class is tough, man. He already has 1,000 points already, so he's showed he can definitely put up buckets at a consistent level. For me personally, this is just for me personally, no slight towards him or anything like that.
For sure.
I got to go with the older guy, the senior. I got to go with Ethan Brown because I've seen him do it off the ball.
Okay. That part.
That's, to me, I think that's so key for basketball players.
Yeah.
I seen him come off of screens. I seen it where you said earlier, he doesn't need a bunch of dribbles. And I'm not saying Kyrie needs a bunch of dribbles. I'm just saying I've seen Ethan Brown do it with less than anybody out here. I've seen Ethan come off of screens. I've seen him score with the ball in his hand. I've seen him post up.
Yeah.
And that's the part where, no offense to Kyrie, so like Ethan is 6'5", 6'6", and can post up and can go either way. So I will probably say him, but I'm not mad at that Kyrie.
Okay.
Because he can go.
He can go.
Like, shoot, he can get a bucket on you in a heartbeat.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what he do.
Yeah, I like that though. What's your next one you got?
We talked about the Moore brothers out in Rogersville. They're good. The older brother, I think, is Marcus. I think he's number 44. I think.
And then Titus.
And then Titus, the younger brother. Titus, real quick. I seen Titus play for Run GMC. I had to coach against him at AAU. I think it was 2 years ago.
Okay.
For someone so tall and so big, he handles the ball like a guard.
Yeah.
Like,
they can move.
That dude is shit.
They can move.
Man. He can move. Like I love his game. I love how creative and crafty he is at getting to where he needs to get to on the court. His older brother Marcus, I love how Marcus is just a brute force.
Yeah,
like, he just
bully
snatches rebounds, just a bully.
Remind like Zach Randolph.
Yeah,
like that. Yeah,
does all the dirty work for
Cousins.
Rogersville. Yeah, to where it's like other players don't have to do something. They don't have to get as dirty as Marcus. He goes there and grab the rebounds. If the shot goes up, he's gonna clean it up right out the glass, get an offensive board and stuff. So it's gonna be really good seeing how they develop, how he's going into his senior year. Then the younger brother Titus is going to his sophomore year. Or
I think they're 2 years apart. I thought last year Marcus was graduating and the younger one was about to be a senior.
No,
they was like, I seen them at the TLC like the team reveal, and I was like, you still here? It was like, yeah, bro, we was only I was like, wow. I was like, what great freshman last. I was like, wow. I didn't just them dudes, and they poised too. They they seem like they all about the business. Like we just here to work, we just here to grind.
Well, let's be real, man. I mean, it's in their bloodline. Like you look at mom Natasha is a Hall of Famer at Evangel.
Yep.
Played under her mom and dad Leon. Absolute stud in basketball. Played out in I think Leon is. I thought he's second leading scorer at Evangel.
That's what's up.
Second leading scorer at Evangel history. And then Dad Anthony, he played at Evangel, won a national championship with Burt.
That's tough.
So I mean, like it's in their bloodline. So they definitely gotta make sure you look out for them, just because like they have that going for them. Now let's go to our sleepers, where we got to talk about our sleeper picks, our sleeper players in the area that people might not be looking for, but we want to shed a little light on them. So
for sure,
you go ahead, go first.
I got a name that is going to be very surprising.
Ooh.
It's going to be surprising because I think people are going to be like, they're going to have to look him up because they don't remember him. But it's Javen Jones at Hillcrest.
Yeah.
He's over there with Kyrie's.
Wing. Yeah.
I'm getting this information because, like I said, I was blessed enough to be at Parkview this summer. The coaches trusted me to come in, and I still got some footage coming for that. Just been really busy, y'all. I still got some footage coming, but I was blessed enough to be able to see those runs. And when you watching open runs, you get to watch it with a different lens. There's no fans in the gym, no parents in the gym, so you just get to watch it from a different lens. And when I tell y'all, this kid is ready to go. Funny enough, he hasn't been a basketball player. He only started playing basketball in the 8th grade.
Now, I did not know that part, but I knew he's long,
Yeah,
athletic. He's like 6'5", 6'4".
He up there. Whatever he is, he up there.
Yeah.
I'm talking about protect the rim. He's getting on the rim, and he's moving really, really well.
Yeah.
The next part of his game, I can tell he was working on it this summer. Is he going to be able to knock down that pick and pop shot? Can he sit in corners and knock open shots down? If he does that, watch out. We got another like baby Brazil on our hands, like Trevin Brazil on our hands.
So you going right there? Okay,
like
all right.
like he moving like that.
Okay.
Now Trevin, he showed he can knock down that shot. So and Trevin can show he can handle it a little bit by himself.
Yeah.
We wouldn't call it like big guard status, but Trevin can handle it.
No, he could.
So
Yeah, he was athletic.
Yeah, for sure. That's like the mods, the player mod I'm basing him off of.
Okay.
Yeah. Like he impressed me a lot this summer. Had a really good summer over there with NBA and D-Jack. So I'm excited to see him this summer. I mean this year, this coming up year.
All right, so Javen, that's a good one. All right, so I'll go over mine, and they're gonna know the name, and obviously know the school, but I think he's flying under the radar, and I think he's flying under the radar for just long enough right now. I'm gonna go Uzziah Huskinson at Willard, the sophomore, long. He's like 6'3", 6'4" now.
Yeah. Legendary name. Like you said, they should know that name for sure.
Uncle Tim played Division I, played professional basketball.
Good people too, man.
Good people, yeah. Dad played at Evangel, played at Three Rivers. That's John Huskinson. Dave, all of them, the Huskinsons, they all played basketball, all of them. We talked about his older brother, JJ, but, man, I think Uzziah has a really, really good chance at being something that's going to be pretty decent. I think he'll be as tall. I think he'll probably be as tall as his Uncle Tim and John, I want to say, because they're right up, they're hovering at 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah.
I think he's going to be around in that area. He can shoot the ball. I've seen him this summer a couple times playing. He can shoot it. He can definitely get to the rim. Had a couple mistakes last year playing up with varsity,
sure.
obviously because he's a freshman.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Still got to learn. But I think that's a sophomore that I want to look out for is going to be him. And then I have one more name. I'm throwing one more name because I want to throw some people that people don't even know about.
Yeah.
A kid that I know out in Branson.
Okay.
Who's going to be a sophomore, Jet James. He's a guard. He played with Mocan EYCL this past summer.
Okay.
I think it was at 15 and under. Yeah, Mocan EYCL 15 and under this past summer. The kid can play competitive as hell, like athletic.
Yeah.
He's a gym rat as well, man. Really, really good, solid kid, man. Can handle the ball, can shoot it, knock down, can get to the rim. Really, really crafty as well. I'm looking for those two sophomores. I'm looking for them to kind of have like those years where it's like they're gonna have their growing pains, of course, but I think that they're gonna keep getting better and just elevate their game. So I'm looking at those two right there, man.
Okay, I'm excited. And look, I'm telling you right now, we only picked a couple names, so do not jump on our back.
Oh yeah, this ain't even the full preseason yet.
This ain't we could talk. This could be a whole pod by itself.
Yeah.
But we just this the first pod, so we still moving on to some topics. But I always say, if you're mad we didn't bring your name up, when I see you, make sure I never not bring your name up again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when we go to these tournaments,
that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Yep.
Yes,
for sure.
So next topic we got all of them. So this is a good one right here. Work ethic and building foundations, because this goes in the right what you just talked about. If you're mad that we didn't mention you, then where's your work ethic?
Yep.
What foundation are you bringing? I'll lead us. I'll talk about a little bit of it. Man. Work ethic, and I don't know if kids really understand what real work ethic is and what it is being consistent at it and being driven toward a purpose on it. Like what Toe said earlier, it's like, man, and if we didn't bring up your name, give us a reason to bring up your name. Meaning that, so that means that obviously we didn't bring up your name. That means that some work needs to be done. Maybe you need to fine tune a couple things. Get in the lab, get your shots up, keep building, keep growing. I know for me personally, I can speak for me personally with work ethic and building a foundation is I know with training, when I first started training out here and coaching, I was a rookie on the block years ago. So like this is what 2025. So I started training and coaching out here in Southwest Missouri in 08, 09. So I've had over 15 years of doing it, and I know I was a new kid on the block, and I always wonder, I was like, man, why am I not getting X, Y, and Z and this and that? It's like, man, it takes years and years. You got to put it. You literally have to put in your 10,000 hours.
For sure.
Point blank, period. There's no way around it. You got to put in your 10,000 hours of getting your work in to be obsessed with your craft, to be an expert at your craft, to continue to get better at your craft. You have to put in your work. You have to build a foundation. But then here's the next part is this. Once you build your foundation, are you just going to sit back and just chill and just like, I built it up. This is good. This is cool. I'm set right here. Or are you going to not be satisfied? It's like, I built it up right here. All right, cool. Let's continue to keep the work. Let's continue to keep getting better and better. Because I think that's where some people may plateau at is like they get comfortable with where they put their work in and then they just relax.
Yeah.
And then the moment you relax, that's when other stuff starts to happen. Maybe other people in your profession, your field may pass you up and you look and you're like, and that's the problem. You're looking as opposed to actually putting in your work to where you're still going forward. So, man, kids, parents, man, it's so important that you guys got to build your foundation because, like, for instance, when I talk about Tow, I talk about when I first met him, like, I got to see his work from the ground up from when he was in school volunteering and just doing work for a class and then to see where he is now. It's like, man, like, even when I talk with him now, like even before we started the pod right now, I'm talking with him. It's like we got to work around each other's schedule because he's built in stuff where he has to edit. Like when I walked in here this morning, like he's at the computer editing still. So it's like, man, like when are you really going to take the care and the time to perfect your work ethic and get better, or are you going to keep complaining like, well, dang, no one not looking at me, no one not doing this? Well, are you giving them something to look at?
Yeah, I like that. I like how you gave them the basketball side. I'll talk a little bit about the media side, right?
Ooh, I like that.
Because, and I love the foundation. Let's talk about key words in this. Foundation. Nothing can stand without a foundation. And right, what do you have to build your foundation on? Solid ground. You can't build it on sand. You can't build it on water, right? You can't build it on jello, something soft, something fragile. Yeah. Because you get any type of success, with any friction that comes, it's going to fall down.
Amen.
When you build it off something solid and firm, it's going to be able to stand the test of time. Yeah. It's buildings standing today that they built way back then because they say they built buildings better than they built them today, right? How can that building take a tornado? How can it take a hurricane? It had a solid foundation. So start off with that, right? And part of that, I'm going to tie that in with run your race. When you're running your race and understanding that in your race, right, some speed bumps or some, turmoil, it may be a storm on your road, but it may not be a storm on somebody else's road. Yep. You may have to go through another loop that somebody else may didn't have to go through, right? That is part of your race. You got to go through it. Don't avoid it. Embrace it. Embrace the challenge. Yes. Nothing comes. You don't get to anywhere without a little bit of struggle, right? So you got to be able to embrace that, right?
It's necessary. It's necessary.
And I love what Stan talked about consistency. You got to be consistent. So from the media side of things, right, it's big to run your race because sometimes when you first start off, it's okay to imitate other people, but don't be jealous and envious of where they at, right? Because you don't know what all it took for them to get there. Like, just study, be a sponge, try to learn from other people as much as you can, but don't ever be envious, right? Just understand it's a process, and you got to trust it, and it comes with time, right? That's for my media. That's for my media people. For my players, same thing that Stan said. I'm a back stand on everything he said right there. Is just put in that work. Be consistent. Be consistent. I think it's funny because, and I think one of the best sayings is, how are you mad at the results you didn't get for what you didn't work for? You didn't work for them. Stan, you want you when the lights come on, you want all the stats and you want the honors and you want the wins and all that good stuff. What was you doing when nobody was watching? Right? That's why we talk about the State of Course podcast, right? It's funny to me that people didn't know Kale on game days was waking up that early and putting in work.
Damn, yeah.
They didn't know, right? And that's the part that it was funny because some of them nights he'd go play in front of packed gyms. But we in a gym, 6 a.m. in the morning, making sure he's sharp for 7 p.m. that night. In a Republic, was it Knicks Rec?
Knicks Rec Center.
The Knicks Rec Center,
yeah.
Hooping with pickleball ladies behind us. We sharing the court with the ladies playing pickleball. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people upstairs walking on the track. He on a dusty court.
Yeah.
Gym, gym is actually nice, but it ain't the greatest gym.
Yeah, no, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He ain't tripping about nothing. Sometimes the ball may have been flat because it was sitting in the car the night before and it was a cold night. It didn't matter. We was in there getting in that work. Yeah. And kept, don't matter what happened. Hey, man, sometimes we in there, man, his leg's a little sore today. It might be a little different. It don't matter.
It didn't matter.
We got the job, got to get done. It wasn't, no, man, I'm a little sore. Nope, we getting this work in.
Well, and you know what? I even go even before that. It's like you got to see that side of it, like his senior year where he was having his 6 a.m.s and stuff. But watch this, though. People don't realize Kale and I had been doing that since he was in the 6th grade. We
the
had,
foundation.
So Kale had, so I believe Kale, his junior year, had got a Division I offer. He got from, I believe it was from Missouri State. Mm-hmm. And people don't realize is that before all that, like, we didn't know if Kale had that Division I offer still at Missouri State when he went into his junior year, his senior year, because remember, he didn't have any offers on the table his senior year. And when you go back to the preparation, like, people seen, like, so that was cool. People got to see the behind the scenes, got to see us for that whole year. We was in the gym every morning, 5:30 a.m. every morning putting in work, or either 6 a.m. every morning putting in work. But before that, when Kale was in middle school, we were putting in that work. So, like, that work that we had been putting in all the way back then got into where he was then. Sure. And then people don't realize then he still had to put in even more work on top of that to get there. Like, I even look at it from the standpoint of, like, I even give an example of Kale this past season when Kale was playing at Drake, and Kale wasn't playing in the beginning of the season, and he was playing just sparingly, getting like maybe like 5 to 7 minutes, wasn't playing a lot. We were texting. All I kept telling him was like, hey man, keep putting in work, keep practicing hard, keep doing all the little things, you know what I mean? Because it's gonna pay off. And then eventually what happened was during the Bradley game, he was called upon to guard one of the Bradley's like really, really good guards that he was a scorer, he can go. Kale ended up slowing the dude down and shutting him down, and then Kale earned his minutes for the rest of the season. And then we see Kale on TV going against Mizzou in March Madness, and he's going off, but people don't realize the work that he put in back then. Like, the dude had to, like, we could talk about a little bit about, not too much, but like, he had to sacrifice so much after all those years of putting in all that work to finally get his scene to get paid off for it. And that's what I think so many people don't see, that road that we talk about, stay the course. Like, it's a long ass road, y'all. Like, it's a long road. And if you think you in it for just a sprint, nah, man, you gotta be in that one. You gotta be on that road the long haul, the whole entire time. Because if you're not, you ain't gonna get those results that you want.
And don't let the end. And that's important too. Because sometimes we can get discouraged about how far that road is, right? But let that next step motivate you, right? Because I'm going to get there. This process is gonna mold me and make me better. Because when I get there, the job ain't gonna be done. I gotta earn that spot. I gotta earn that next spot, right? So like that's what make me so mad about some guys, because I see some guys, they are in the gym and they are working hard, but it's like when that moment comes, it's like they didn't embrace that moment. Like, embrace that moment. This is what you work for. This is what the long hours for. Don't let this moment pass you by, because you don't know when the next one gonna come. You don't know.
Opportunities just
right. That's funny. Like, we talk about like that moment, and Kel had some big time plays in that Mizzou game, like some winning plays, and I mean he had some bad turnovers too. That one backcourt violation. That was good. We let him make it on that one. Right, that's cool. We're here talking about the bad, but like the moments that led him to that, like the game winning shot in the NIT that year, and like winning the blue and gold, going to KC that year, winning that tough tournament, like just all those things like you talked about led him to that. He didn't wake up senior year, was like, all right, it's time to go. It's like no. These things prepared him for what that was supposed to be, and You just got to stay the course, man.
No, that's good. That's a good one, man. So, hey, y'all, thank you for joining us, man, on Stay the Course podcast, man. It's first episode with us over here, man. Stanley.
Your boy, Big.tow.
Yes, man. So, hey, hard work the only thing that work. God's work, not mine.
We'll see y'all next time. Yeah.
Yep.
All right,